Assalamu alaikum. My name is Khalida, and if you're new here, this is Fearless Over 50, where I talk about Muslim women reinventing themselves using faith, resilience, and real life strategies. So, if you are interested in starting a new chapter in your life, then please do hit the subscribe button, like, and share this video with somebody who you think would benefit from hearing my story. I am here to give you the latest update on my journey. Welcome to Fearless Over 50, where we take bold steps to do things that we never thought that we could do, using grace, grit, and some good humor. So this week, I want to tell you about my success in getting qualified to teach in England. It's called QTS status, qualified teacher status. And if you want to teach in England, you must have QTS status. I applied for my status in, I want to say, November of 2023. That was the 23-24 school year. And I just got my notification that I have qualified. This is the 24-25 school year, so it does take a while. So if this is something that you're interested in doing, it's very important that you plan ahead and that you give yourself ample time. So if you are qualified to teach in America, then you can use your qualifications in this country to allow you to become qualified in the United Kingdom. Basically, what you would do is go onto their website and you click the option for being qualified internationally. I certified in both Utah as well as in Texas. I used that certification to go ahead and apply for QTS status. You cannot apply for QTS status until you have had at least 9 months of training inside the classroom. So you have to have taught inside the classroom for at least 9 months before you can even fill out the form. In fact, it asks you how much experience you've had, and if you've had less than 9 months, then it just tells you can't go any further. So 9 months minimum, and obviously no maximum. If you have had 2 years or more experience in the classroom, then you can qualify to go into the classroom without having to do an introductory period. So you fill out the form and you apply. Once I filled out the form online, it took them, I want to say maybe 9 months or so for them to actually respond and start my application process. Then they responded to me and asked me to send them certain documents. I had to send them my teaching certificate, my transcripts. I had a problem. They wanted the original transcripts, and my transcripts, if I tried to photocopy them, it has a big void line marks through it. QTS have an inquiries department. I sent them an email, told them what my problem was. They were really quick in getting back to me. They sent me a link for me, and I was able to upload my transcripts to that link. Also, my principal had to complete a survey. She said it wasn't anything deep. She had to fill out yes or no or some very straightforward kind of questionnaire that didn't take her long also. The other thing that they wanted was they wanted Utah to send them a letter of good standing. Utah had to give me a letter that says I haven't had any penalties, I haven't had my license suspended, I'm in good standing with them. Then once I sent them the documents, they wanted to get back to the Utah Board of Education directly to clarify whether or not my paperwork was authentic. I ended up getting back to QTS and saying, hey, what's happening? At that point, I emailed and telephoned the person at Utah Board of Education. They responded very quickly, sent the information to QTS. Once QTS got that information, they then sent me my notification about 2 weeks after to let me know that I had qualified for qualified teacher status. Not only that, because I had been teaching in an accredited school since 2017, I do not have to do an introductory period, which means I don't have to go and work full-time under somebody's supervision in the classroom, which for me is perfect because, to be quite honest, I do not want to go and work full-time. I just want to have the option to teach in my back pocket. I could substitute teach. A teacher who substitutes in the UK can get anything from £170 a day to £220 a day, depending on your experience and where you're teaching. So that's pretty good substitute money if you're not looking to go and do anything full time, which in my case, I would still like to have that freedom. So being able to have the option to go and work when I want, where I want is great. One of the agencies that I have enrolled in is an agency called Academics. They seem to have a good reputation and they are all over the country. So it doesn't matter where you are in the UK, you can sign on with them and they can find you positions. So I am signing up with them. I'll drop their link in the description below. If you want to apply for qualified teacher status, I'll drop the link for that as well down below. So if you're thinking of applying to go and work in the UK, then QTS status is a must. If you do not have QTS status, you cannot substitute teach, you cannot teach full-time, you can't enter a classroom without QTS status. That is something that you must do. Inshallah, if that is something that is interesting to you, then, may Allah open all the doors for you. If you have any questions or if you've gone through the process and you have anything that you want to add to anything that I've shared, then please go ahead and drop a comment down below and let me know what your experience has been or if you are having any difficulties. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide you through the process and make it easy for you. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share Fearless Over 50 because life is not slowing down and neither are we. With faith and action, we keep stepping forward. So until next time, stay bold, stay curious, stay fearless. And remember, with Allah by your side, anything and everything is possible. It's never too late to start something new. Assalamu alaikum. Until next time. Also, I want to just remind you that we have a retreat the 7th of October through to the 14th of October, Sisters on the Lake. It's in the Lake District. I am really excited about this. It's going to be amazing. So if you have not been to the UK or you've been to the UK but you're looking for a trip that is going to be spiritual, soulful, and full of sisterhood, then this is the trip for you. I've also dropped a link to our website where you can make a deposit or buy your ticket outright. I've also dropped a link to a video that is advertising our trip. So yeah, we would love to have you come join us, Sisters on the Lake 2025. Be there or be square.